So today we go from blossom to full bloom as we welcome back to the channel one of my favourite breweries right now, Manchester's finest, Wonder Beyond. And I tell you, it's not often a beer can teach you something. Actually, who am I kidding? Plenty of beers have taught me plenty of lessons, just usually not very pleasant ones. But today we're offered up a lesson in the natural world with a little bit of charm. Charm is the collective name for the hummingbird. Bet you didn't know that one. But unlike that delightful bird, this beer is far from tiny, weighing in at a whopping 10% ABV, with big flavours to match. This Hibiscus Berliner has a prominent, ripe berry and cranberry tartness to it that'll make your heart beat faster than the wings of this glorious feathered creature. And having had a good couple of their Impy styles already, I'm expecting more of the same goodness here. Although it does have to be said, this has been sat in my fridge for a good couple of months now, so hopefully it's managed to retain some of those big and bold flavours and some of that promised bite. But let's go ahead and find out. Let's flap those wings and let's get pouring. So it had a real heavy carbonation first up, but that has dissipated quite quickly. And I'll tell you what, it is real clear to look at. It's almost rosé in appearance. And I tell you what, it's almost rosé-like on the nose too. That hibiscus adding a nice floral aroma. Getting some quite strong red currant notes in there also. It's a little, dare I say it, Ribena-like. But you do get a little sense of that tartness there too. So it is like a really sharp, floral Ribena. Lots of berry and currant notes right up top. That hibiscus really present too. And that tartness to pucker the mouth some. And there is a subtle creamy vanilla hidden away in those middles. But it is that sweetness of berry and that floral, almost herbal hibiscus balancing off each other beautifully. But hidden behind those notes, there is just a subtle feel of red wine, which is no doubt emboldened by that 10% ABV. And I tell you what, if I was more of a red wine or a rosé drinker, this would be real easy drinking. It is light and it is smooth, even with that subtle kick of tartness to it. And speaking of that sharp tartness, there is an almost citrus limey note hidden away in there. It's almost got a note of refreshing fresh mint about it. And I cannot believe I've been sat here in a beat up old work shirt when I've got a perfectly matching beaut hidden away in the closet. So to say that can art is right up my street is something of an understatement. And now we're down into the beer some. It's still got quite a bit of that tartness right up top, with that sharp citrus note to it. And those berries, although they're not quite as sweet as they were before, are still very dominant up top, and are really starting to bring that wine-like and that ABV to the fore. And although it is still quite floral on the nose, that hibiscus has taken on a much more herbal quality now. But all in, it has remained super fruity and super fresh throughout. And I'd go as far as to say this is a beer that would be enjoyed by the wine drinkers more than the beer